renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Titans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check 56. Crunch time, defense. Over. 56. Mine's 56.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they'll get this down to the 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Titans 21, Bears nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. It's Fields. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Check. 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 Safe, safe. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Back, back, back.
They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Clinton, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 7.
Right there, 56. Hey, let's get this ball. Get that ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. On first down, it's Fields. And this is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Clinton. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Fields flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front. Allowed the secondary to get home.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
Check. Crunch. 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 He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Back to throw. Fields forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the... And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble, But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
There is nothing.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And some room to roam now. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Fields.
On the move to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
And they get that on Tevin Jenkins. To throw is Fields.
Rolling to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jayon Brown. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Completes it to Hardman. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
A shotgun snap. Fields
Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Room here to run. Pretty move. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
They'll run on first down. Clinton dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. From the 35 on second down, Fields escaping the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's going to be a long day. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, boys, 56. Check 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
Again, Fields.
Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Fields now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
All day, just like that. Echo. 54.
Now Fields.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Mike 22. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
2nd and 13.
Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Titans.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away. And this is going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Motion man. Watch 12. Watch 12. Single.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Titans,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining.